Have you ever wondered about the hidden history of the Gypsies, one of the most enigmatic and misunderstood groups in the world? They are known by many names: Romani, Sinti, Kalen, but their story is far more complex and fascinating than most people realize. Imagine a culture so rich and unique that it has survived centuries of migration, persecution, and misunderstanding, yet remains largely unknown to the wider world. What if I told you that the Gypsies aren't just a wandering people, but an ethnic group with deep roots stretching back to the Indian subcontinent? Their journey through history is filled with mystery, resilience, and survival against the odds. In this video, we're going to peel back the layers of this incredible narrative and uncover the true origins and evolution of the Romani people. Let's start with a crucial truth: Gypsies are not just a lifestyle or a stereotype, they are an ethnicity, born into a unique cultural and linguistic heritage. The Romani people, also known as Gypsies, trace their origins back to India, from regions like Rajasthan and Punjab. Over 1,000 years ago, they began a migration that would eventually take them across the Middle East and into Europe. This wasn't just a casual journey, it was a movement that would shape the history and culture of numerous countries. But why did they leave their homeland, and how did they become the widely dispersed community we see today? The answers lie in a complex tapestry of history, involving conquests, trade routes, and the search for a better life. The Romani spread through the Byzantine Empire and eventually into Europe, arriving in places like Bulgaria, Hungary, and Spain around the 13th or 14th century. Despite their widespread dispersion, they maintained a strong sense of identity, culture, and language traits that have helped them survive for centuries. Yet the Gypsies have often been shrouded in mystery and misconceptions. Many people mistakenly believe that one can simply become a Gypsy. The truth is far different. Being Romani is an inherited identity, just like being Jewish, Arab, or indigenous. Their language, Romani, is an Indo-Aryan language with ties to ancient India, enriched by the influences of the many cultures they encountered on their journey across continents. But why is it that we know so little about them? Why have the Romani people remained so hidden in plain sight? Part of the answer lies in the challenges they've faced throughout history. From the Inquisition in Portugal, where many were deported to Brazil, to the ongoing discrimination in Europe, the Romani have often had to hide their identity to survive. This has made them one of the most enigmatic peoples in history. Despite these challenges, the Romani have spread across the globe. Today they can be found in the United States, Brazil, and throughout Europe, with communities numbering in the millions. Yet, even with their widespread presence, many Romani continue to face prejudice and misunderstanding, making the preservation of their culture and language even more crucial. And here's something even more fascinating: there is no definitive count of the Romani population. Many Romani refuse to register their ethnic identity in official censuses due to fears of discrimination. This has led to a wide range of estimates about their global population, with figures ranging from 10 to 14 million in Europe alone, and potentially several million more in places like the Middle East and South America. So what does it mean to be Romani today? The Romani people are a testament to the strength of cultural identity and resilience. Despite being scattered across the globe and facing countless challenges, they continue to uphold their traditions, language, and sense of community. Their story is one of survival and adaptation, a hidden history that deserves to be known and understood. Join us as we dive deeper into the history, culture, and survival of the Romani people, a story that is as compelling as it is vital to understanding a group that has been overlooked for too long. This is not just about uncovering a hidden past, it's about recognizing the living history of a people who have endured and thrived despite the odds. Prepare to be captivated by the true story of the Gypsies, a tale that is far more intriguing and significant than you might have ever imagined. For example, while the main Gypsy group in German-speaking countries calls itself Sinti, the name they give to their original language is Romanes. Many groups adopt names derived from the Romani word kalo, which means black or absorbing all light. This is very similar to the words for black or dark in Indo-Aryan languages, for example. In Sanskrit, kala, black, dark-colored. Similarly, the name of the Dome or Domba people from northern India, with whom the Roma have genetic, cultural, and linguistic links, has come to mean dark-skinned in some Indian languages. Thus, names like Kale and Kale may have originated as an exonym or a euphemism for Gypsies. The physical appearance of Gypsies can vary significantly. with skin tones ranging from very dark and brownish to light brown. Interestingly, there are gypsies with green eyes and dark skin, as well as those with blue eyes and light skin. It is also common to find gypsies with blonde hair. This diversity can be attributed to the origins of the gypsies, which trace back to the mixing of different groups in India, such as Aryans and Dravidians. The people of southern India, who have darker skin, contrast with those of northern India, who have lighter skin and green or blue eyes. This mixing resulted in the diversity observed among present-day gypsies. Genetic findings suggest an Indian origin for the gypsies. As gypsy groups did not keep chronicles of their history and their accounts were predominantly oral, most theories about early gypsy migration are based on linguistic studies. To date, there are no clear records of gypsy migrations from India to Europe in the Middle Ages that can be indisputably associated with the gypsies. According to a legend from the Persian epic poem Shahnameh, the Sasanian king Bahram V, Ghor, towards the end of his reign, 421 to 439, discovered that the poor could not enjoy music due to their financial situation. To resolve this, he asked the king of India to send 10,000 lurus, experts in playing the lute. When the lurus arrived, Bahram gave each of them an ox, a donkey, and a load of wheat so that they could live off farming and play music for the poor for free. However, the lurus ended up eating the oxen and wheat and returned a year later with their cheeks hollowed from hunger. The king, enraged by the waste of the resources he had provided, ordered them to pack their bags and wander the world on their donkeys. Linguistic evidence clearly shows that the roots of the Romani language are in India. The Romani language exhibits grammatical features of Indian languages and shares a significant portion of its basic vocabulary with them. Additionally, Romani and Damari have some similarities, such as the agglutination of postpositions from the second layer, or case-marking clitics, to the nominal stem, the use of concord markers for the past tense, the neutralization of gendered marking in the plural, and the use of the oblique case as the accusative. Genetic findings from 2012 indicate that the gypsies originated in northwestern India, primarily in the Punjab region, and migrated as a cohesive group. According to the study, the ancestors of the current populations of castes and tribes in northern India, traditionally known as Doma, are the likely roots of modern European gypsies. Thus, gypsies in Brazil, who came from Europe, mainly from Portugal and other European regions, also have their origins in northern India. In December 2012, new findings confirmed that gypsies descend from a single group that left northern India about 1,500 years ago. Genetic research published in the European Journal of Human Genetics revealed that over 70% of gypsy men belong to a single lineage, apparently exclusive to gypsies, supporting the medieval migration from India. In traditional gypsy society and culture, the extended family is highly valued. The virginity of unmarried women is considered essential, although Eastern European gypsies are generally more tolerant of intimate relationships before marriage compared to other Eastern European groups. Early marriages are common but have generated controversy in various countries due to the practice of very early marriages. Gypsy law stipulates that the groom's family must pay a dowry to the bride's parents, although only traditional families still maintain this practice. After marriage, the woman joins the husband's family, where her main responsibilities are to care for his needs, the children, and the in-laws. In traditional gypsy family structure, power is predominantly exercised by older men, such as grandparents, and men generally have more authority than women. However, women gain respect and power as they age, and young wives begin to gain more authority as they have children. Traditionally, some gypsy men wear shoulder-length hair, mustaches or goatees, and adornments such as earrings and necklaces. Gypsy women often have long hair and wear colorful clothing, accompanied by many rings, bracelets, necklaces, and other jewelry that produces a distinctive sound when they move. Gypsy social behavior has traditionally been regulated by Indian customs known as marim, which are still respected by most gypsies and the older generations of the Sinti. This regulation influences many aspects of life and covers actions related to people, objects, and parts of the human body considered impure. For example, genital organs are seen as impure due to their emissions, as is the lower part of the body. Clothing used to cover these areas and the clothing of menstruating women are washed separately. Eating utensils are also cleaned in distinct places. Childbirth is considered an impure event and must occur outside the residence, with the mother considered impure for a period of 40 days after childbirth. Death is also considered impure, affecting the entire family of the deceased, who remains impure for a period of time. In contrast to the practice of cremation, Gypsy dead must be buried. Cremation and burial have been known since the time of the Rig Veda and are widely practiced in contemporary Hinduism, although the general trend among Hindus is cremation. However, some communities in southern India still prefer to bury their dead. Roma may adopt a child, and if that child is called Romanapine or has Romanapine, they may be considered a Gypsy, but they are not considered an ethnic Gypsy. Just as a Gajo in Romani society. Regarding religion, Gypsies often adapt to different religions. There are Muslim Gypsies and Christian Gypsies, with many Gypsies converting to Christianity. However, Gypsy mystical practices have roots in their ancient Indian origin. Many of these practices, such as palmistry, were historically used to assist Indian kings and are therefore of Indian origin. Other mystical aspects, such as invoking curses and spirits, also come from Indian folklore. Thus, Gypsy mysticism and magic have a strong connection to India. Thank you to everyone who watched the video up to this point. Don't forget to check out the video on the biblical origin of the Gypsies, which is very interesting, and leave suggestions in the comments about other people you would like to see in videos about their origins or curiosities. God bless, and see you soon.